Good morning, people. Yes, good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys could hear me. Oh, yes, it's early morning. This is Spirit Journey. Just getting comfortable here. It feels good. I feel good. The time right now is 3:48 about in the morning. And I've been up now, so around 3 o'clock. Boy, time flies. Um, yeah, today is Sunday, June 12th, 2022. Oh, I love this time of day because it's very quiet. Have a nice cool breeze. Yeah, my window's open right now. It feels nice. I hope you guys could hear me. Yeah, the first time I'm talking for the. Um, I went to bed relatively. Yeah, I felt like I was dreaming. Yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys could hear me. Yeah, I'm just really waking up. My voice is still. My voice, I gotta project a little better. It's my early morning voice. I'm trying to keep the device close enough to my mouth so you can hear me. Yeah, as time will go on, my voice will get louder. Yeah, I'm just really awakening and had interesting. Yeah, I want to talk about the vision that I had and how my day went yesterday. Yeah, I had an interesting day yesterday. It was a positive day. But I want to first talk to you about the vision. So that's really what's started this live stream. Yes, I truly believe we are in some type of assimilation. Our true self is located somewhere else. And sometimes when you wake up and you do that technique that I've been sharing how to do, you may at times get to that place where you may actually be like in the Matrix. It keeps reappearing and reappearing. Yes, sometimes it could vary a little bit, but it keeps reappearing and it doesn't make sense. And so that leads me to believe this is something that may exist. And where are we when we get to that state? A, a different awareness. Yes, good morning, viewers. Good morning, Sunday morning. Yes, up and about this early morning with me. I appreciate it. It's always nice to share and have people come along with me in this journey we call life. Yes, people, you are living a life, and the life you think you're living, you're not living. I mean, I call it like a dimensional living. We're here, and it feels real, right? You can feel everything, smell everything, but you're trapped in it. It's life is beyond your five senses: sense of touch, taste, smell, hearing, seeing, all that. That's just to navigate this physical realm. It feels real, right? And now all this drama, like you wouldn't believe it. Drama, drama, drama. I'm wondering whether even in World War II, with all those bombings that were happening in Europe, and I'm sure during that time in Africa and other parts of the world, there was drama also. All those bombings were happening in Europe. I'm wondering whether was even then was it as spooky as it is now? All these distractions. They didn't have the internet as we know it today. So, they only know their immediate environment, which is important. But when you feel like things are happening globally, could make you feel a little intimidated, and the sense that you cannot escape. Here in those places where the bombs are going off, you may feel, well, if I leave this immediate area, there's safety outside of this mess. Who knows? Yeah, thank you for giving me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I feel that these things is so important. See, you guys that are listening right now are special people. You're special because you are awakening. You're awakening with me. You gravitate to what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not a lot of fluff. I'm pretty straightforward. I don't do fancy video editing. And in fact, I do the live stream, so I don't have to edit. Don't have to waste time. What you see is what you get. And I kind of like it that way. Because sometimes I just feel like I just got to get it out. And this is all part of my journey, people. Our journey, because I know I'm not alone out there. I know I'm not alone. Reality. This whole thing is about reality. What is your world showing you? And a type of matrix, like in the movie The Matrix. One thing what they didn't really show, maybe in the very last episode of The Matrix, number 4, you saw the lady, what's her name? How could I forget her name? Trinity, when she was in the pod, and her eyes were opening. What's she seeing? Sorry, my camera's moving. What's she seeing? What was she thinking? See, that they didn't really explore that. I think we are in something. We're held somewhere. Our consciousness is held somewhere. When I awakened today, because I was dreaming, unfortunately, I don't remember what I was dreaming, but it seemed like a very lively dream state. And then I awakened, and that's when I did the meditation technique. And sometimes when that occurs, I get in that, what I call that in-between state, like it seems as if I'm in the perception, because I'm in this natural state lying on my back. And so when I'm in that dimension, whatever, I see something in front of me. So the perception is if that I'm on my back looking upward. And in to the side of me, I guess um, a distance from me, I see a structure. It looked like a building, a stone building, um, large, look like large stones, rectangular in shape, and the surface of this building was rough, had like a rough feel to it, visually, and it had a slight, like an orangey brownish color. I do love the color orange, orange, things with a hint of orange, a burnt orange type of color. Um, this would, maybe even with, yeah, orangey brown, not too dark, not too dark, a medium light, more on the light side, earthy color. Yes, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Yes, good morning. So I keep moving the camera. Good morning. Hope all out there. Yes, I saw the structure and the shape of the building. It could have been um, convex, meaning like a tube round. It came outward. It curved outward. It seemed tall, but not too tall. Um, it was very broad. It seems tu- tubular, like tall and curved, um, convex, and it actually could have been a window. Okay. Oh, you don't have to. I don't understand why you're deleting your comments. You know, unless you're saying something, unless something is, not polite. We're gonna, keep our comments clean. But otherwise, it's okay to leave up your comments. Twin teach one, and it's okay to say good morning. It's okay to say good morning to everybody. We're human, and that's the normal custom when you come on board. You say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That's a polite protocol and everything. And that's how I would prefer it. Those people who are listening, say good morning to everybody. It's very polite. I like that. I like that very much, and I invite us all when we come on board. Say good morning. So we're still humans, even though we are looking at these devices to communicate. We are still human. Always remember that. We are human. We are, as they say, spiritual beings having a human experience. We are part of the humanity, and we're spirit beings. We have feelings. That's what makes us so special when we care about one another. So anyway, this structure was like at a distance from me. It is standing tall, and I'm seeing this from the bottom up. It was large, again. That color, I love that color. It's like has an orangey cast to it, but like a brownish orangey color. Beautiful. But when I try to focus on the color, the structure, to try to see more details, that's when that I call the monkey wrench comes in there. These long, looks like vines or something dangling. You know what what hops are? HOPS, hops. With hops, hops is a plant. It grows these long, long strands, and it's used to make beer, actually. They grow like a foot a day. It reminded me of that because it grows long. And the, it seems to be dangling, even though it seems to be coming from my direction and away from me. Um, but I wonder how that could be. Something cannot dangle upward. It dangles downward. But again, that perception, because you can see the ends of the strands. That's away from my face. Okay, and it had what looked like leaves. The leaves were about maybe 5 inches long. The width of each leaf was about maybe an inch, and then it came to a point at the end. That's what, and there were a lot of the leaves, and then it started to sway. The stalks on it. The stalks were thin, like as thin as your pinky or something like that. Long strands, and it started moving back and forth. And when that happens, when that happens during my visions, it doesn't want me to see. See, there's some type of awareness that's going on. There's an awareness out there going on, and it knows that I'm seeing something. I am awake, and it doesn't want me to be awake and seeing in that dimension. And it sways, uh, almost like it has a consciousness, swaying back and forth. And it doesn't look like I'm in a liquid, but it's moving about, and that they seem to be surrounding me. They're around my vision, on my peripheral. And in the center of my peripheral, my vision, I saw a light. Sorry, I saw a light. This seemed like a big light. Like a lot of times when I see light in during my vision session, it's that electric light, and it really is a portal. When you see that glowing light, but this wasn't that glowing light, that portal light. This seemed like a physical light that's actually there during this session, where my consciousness is at that other location. That's what it looks like. And it's above. It seems to be above me, and it's broad. Maybe it was what do you call it? A skylight? Is that what you call it? A skylight? In houses it has like a window on the ceiling. Imagine that. And it was circular. It was a circular light. Big. It seemed very big. And it was a distance away. It seemed like something that was very, very big. And very far from where my vision is, where I'm located in that dimension. And I think the light got brighter and brighter. And then I said to myself, brother, it doesn't want me to see, and that usually means it's gonna be bye-bye. Yeah, then everything got dark. And I couldn't force it. I couldn't force continuing seeing what I'm seeing. So something's being done on the other end to prevent me from seeing. Why? Why doesn't it want me to see? You got to ask yourself these questions, people. Why they don't want you to see? What are they doing? In this whole thing that we call our journey, our spiritual journey, it's always very important to ask yourself why. And I commend that YouTuber. There's a YouTuber um, told me in 2014, yeah, she was going on her journey too. She was smart about it. She was quiet about a lot of stuff, but she was far ahead of what she relayed to her viewers. But she shared with me, if you want to open up your third eye, start asking questions. That's what she told me. The audience. You want to open your third eye, start asking yourself questions. She hit on the head. See, at the art of asking a question means that you are having a thought and you're just not being passive about what's happening. You are questioning. And the art of asking questions open up doors slash portals of understanding. It automatically will open up something in you, in your awareness, because you're not just dismissing what you're seeing. And the next logical step is to reveal more. It doesn't mean that it's going to all come at once. These awarenesses happen in stages. See, sometimes, we're not ready to see everything. Because remember that movie, You're Not Ready to Hear the Truth? You're really not ready to hear the truth? They got a point. We're learning stages. And when we start asking more questions, okay, um, we're going to get another little tidbit of understanding. We're going to get more tidbits of understanding of what's happening. Because too much, too soon could make us crash, and you don't want that. Sorry. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. Yeah, I hope you guys could hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Yeah, make sure that you guys hear me what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it doesn't want us to see, um, in these visions. We get awake. We can, during these visions, during this meditation, special meditation session, we may be invited to see into this portal of existence where I believe our main consciousness is located. Because it always seems to be in a solitary place. It's solitary. It's just you and what you see. You don't really see anything else. So sometimes I see, though, as I said, though, that plant, it looks like a plant, and it's dangling straight. And they start to sway. And sometimes the plant, sometimes whatever was there, sometimes it's another thing, that feathery thing, I call it. Like yesterday was this feathery type of thing. And it reminds me of, like in the military, those camouflage things that they have, that they use out in combat, that covers um, your position. You're in like in a desert type of, not desert, some open field. It reminds me of that. So it's not like the plant thing that I just described, but this one is more like a mesh, a net. And definitely when that's on, so like it's just starting to move, and that one seemed to be surrounding me. But yesterday when I saw that mesh, it it was like a bolus. It surrounded this thing in front of me, like it completely surrounded what I was looking at in a ball shaped thing, and it was tapered to a point on the two opposite ends, and it starts to sway too. It doesn't. Yeah, when I see that also, it's that means it's gonna lights out. It doesn't want me to see. It's gonna move, and the more it moves, the more it um, it gets darker and darker. It fades away. It fades away, and I don't know what I can do to see it. So in my mind, I say, I keep on seeing it, keep on seeing it, but it seems like I don't have any control over it. You know, um, it's very interesting, people. So in today's thing, I saw the building. It was a convex, meaning curves outward. The building, large structure, strong. It seemed old, but well kept. I love the color of it, that orangey, brownish, you know, medium light in color. Not sure if it had a window. It could have had one window up on top. It could have. And I think it had it wasn't a big window. I think it did, and it had like an arch on top of the window. It arched upward, if I remember right. So I don't understand um, that building in contrast to those plants that I saw. Um, so could we in that other location have vision? Because I don't think that, because I think what I'm seeing and the plants are two separate things. So I don't know whether it's like it's aware that I'm having a particular vision, and I'm in like in a buffer zone, like um, I'm in that awareness, in that matrix, because I feel it's like a matrix, like in the movie The Matrix. I'm located somewhere. I'm in it, and yet I'm still seeing things there. And then that reaction of the plants. Yeah. Early in my meditation sessions, when I first started doing this, and this format of meditating in 2017, I started this method of meditation in the morning. Um, I was going to say now. It, I was going to say. I think what I was going to say, but I guess the main thing is the art of being aware. Oh, I remember. I when the vision appeared, you know, as I was meditating, at first, like I appeared in a room. It looked like I was in some type of building or whatever, like a natural building, like a place. And I always seem to be behind something, a plant. It looked like a plant, like a real plant that you find on the planet here. It looked like a palm tree almost, so those palm leaves. are very long and narrow, and it always seemed to be like that. Yes, it always seemed to. So it seemed like your awareness could appear behind something. So it has to be an awareness within an awareness, because your my consciousness will pop up somewhere, and it'll pop up behind something to hide myself. That's the logic that I put into it. And then I'm looking through between the leaves of this event. And one of them that really sticks out to my mind is the occasion. This was really something. This vision I had several years ago, pre-COVID. Um, I was in like like a floor up on a lobby. It was a large lobby or meeting area, foyer or something. And down below were people, or mostly men, I think. They were in dark suits, business suits, and I think there might have been some ladies there, and they were like, I guess, a skirt suit or something. But I remember they were pantsuits, and and I and I was like about a floor above, looking downward, and it looked real. It looked like I was physically there, and that I was physically looking at people below me. They were, it looked like a happy gathering. It looked very lively. It was packed with people, packed, very, very packed with people, but very orderly. And they had carpeting. It was color, I think it was yellow, golden yellow and red. Yeah, it was golden yellow and these designs in red. Look, yeah, as I was looking, and then what you can do is like as if you're physically straining. I hate to be graphic like that, where you're straining and you try to push your whole body. It's really your head you want strained. And like your muscles in your head are contracting as if you're straining, and then you release the tension. But the more forceful you do it, a quick thrust type of contraction in your head and release, it makes the vision more vivid, very, very vivid. And that's when it happened, where pop, real. I mean, not vision. I mean, it didn't make an audible sound, but as if it's going pop, the vision, and it got real sharp and intense in color, just for a couple of seconds. I said, "Oh my goodness," to myself. "Oh my goodness." Yeah, that was the first time that got so vivid. You see the texture of the carpet and everything. The color was really intense. And then it faded away. I have no idea where this place is. The people, they look like, regular people, regular human beings. Everybody's like slim. They seem very slim. Um, but you can't really see their faces because you are literally above them looking down, you know. But I saw them. And yeah, I remember it came out a couple of years ago. So there are different realities. And these places, I don't know. It's amazing. People, it's absolutely amazing. And too bad I don't hear any audio. See, that would be interesting to audibly be able to be at a location and hear what's going on. I mean, I'm not, that's one thing in all this. I don't do what I do to get in people's business. That is not, yeah, that this is very important to say. I've never said this before. I don't think I have. When you do stuff like this, it's not to get in people's business. It's not about, oh, let me eavesdrop on somebody. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. It's a no-no because I am not, uh, you know, I, 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 I wouldn't want someone to come in my room and eavesdrop what I'm, or hearing what I'm saying. Some things are private. But the argument you may say, well, spirit, um, you're appearing in these places and no one invited you. That is true. But I'm not choosing to see what I'm seeing. It's just I appear at this place. And in some of these things, I feel I am the participant. I am physically there. I mean, I'm, um, how to say it? Like, I feel that I am existing in that dimension. I feel like I'm actually there. Um, I feel like different, how do you say this? I hope you guys can hear me. Um, I feel as if um, we are having multiple lives where we are. That's what I feel like. We are having multiple existence and they get activated, meaning we become activated. The awareness that I have here is connecting and activating that awareness to that other location. So it's not like, my perception is that how am I eavesdropping if I'm actually there? You know what I mean? If I'm actually living in that existence, that's what I feel what's happening. I am there. I am living in some. So I don't know. Um, sometimes like one vision I saw, I felt like it was something from the past because I saw a tractor and I was doing construction work or something. I felt I was the one that was doing construction there, and I was with another person. And yeah, I couldn't hear anything, but you see it. It is so wild. Um, and these awarenesses can turn on. What in the world is going on? It is absolutely interesting, people. Absolutely interesting. So, yeah. So some things I feel that I'm that person in that existence. I felt that it was a male. A lot of men do construction. I don't think I was a female. I just felt it was a male, uh, male energy. And then the one that I saw, this Indian person from India looking person, and I felt like I was her daughter or somebody, or she was someone close to me because I was hugging her around her waist. So I would have been a little girl being able to reach her waist like that, and we were on a bus or something. So I'm there. I'm that existence. It's absolutely wild. Absolutely. Yeah, this is interesting, people. Where is our consciousness. That we could be just multi-dimensional. But one thing for certain is when I appear in this particular dimension slash location, it doesn't want me there. And the lights come on and those things sway and it doesn't know, it doesn't want me there. I want to find out who's there. Why don't you want me to see? What are my rights? If I'm in a matrix, like in the movie The Matrix, don't I have a right of my body, my mind? That's important to me. Because if that's the case, then we're not free even now. And we're believing in all this drama that's happening on the planet right now. Family members are separating because of your political beliefs. Yeah, it got really nasty 2 years ago. Last year was really nasty. Had a family member who stopped talking to me because of these stupid politics, and he passed away. I never got to talk to him for a couple of years because of finding out because of politics. It's stupid. It's not worth it. I care about that person. Yep. It's going on the anniversary of his passing next month. Next month would be the 1 year anniversary. He passed away on the 2nd. We got the phone call on the 1st. On the 2nd in the morning, in the afternoon, early afternoon, he passed away. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this time last year, I was heavily thinking about him because we had a disagreement. I found out something and I confronted him on social media. That's the only way to get in contact with him. The only, the method he told me how he wants me to communicate, I did. Yeah, I feel very badly about it. Yeah, so people are fighting each other. People are losing their mind. They're out of their mind. Oh, the birds are chirping now. It's about 5:32 in the morning now. I mean, 4:32. 4:32 in the morning. And the birds just started chirping. Yeah, I love birds. They sound like little sparrows. Yeah, so it's important, people, to try to come to some awareness. We're fighting all this, and if we're in some type of cocoon or matrix, and we think all this is real, brother. So what is really real then? Is that all what reality is? A matrix within a matrix within a matrix? Oh, brother. Yeah. So, my next thing I want to talk about, I did write down something about Bieber, Justin Bieber. Wow, that's a young dude. Yeah, he came out a couple, what was that, about 10 years ago. Boy, I remember in New York City, there was a long line in Macy's department store, a long line with young women to see that singer. He was promoting something. Yeah. Well, he's in the media again. I found out about it through another YouTuber saying something about the little, he used that term monkey, you know what, monkeypox. Yeah, I found just a few videos on it. Yes, he's in the media. He has an Instagram account. I think he said Instagram. I don't have Instagram. I'm not that modern yet. But yes, he did a on his social media. He came on and he explained to his fans that he has this nervous condition, this condition that causes paralysis in his face. Oh, I forget the name. It starts with an R. And it's a condition that medical doctors say that condition, like they use the term chicken pox. He said that either such and such or chicken pox he may have had when he's a child, and it got hear this, reactivated. That's the key word, reactivated. You hear that, viewer? Justin Bieber came on his social media yesterday to announce to his fans that he has this condition where on him the right side of his face is paralyzed, and his eyes don't blink, whatever. Um, he can't smile, and so he's demonstrating it. Oh my goodness. How brave of him to share that with us. I commend him for sharing that. Yeah, yeah, he's a big celebrity out there. I mean I haven't heard from him over the years. I mean I'm not a Bieber fan. Um, I'm not in you know, his age bracket. But yeah, I remember when he came out. Yeah, boy, he looked so young back then. It was about 10 years ago when I first learned of him. He's only 28. He's a baby. My goodness, he's 28 years old. Yeah, he was about 17 or 18. Wait a minute, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so it about 10 years ago when I first learned of him. So he was about 17, 18 years of age at the time. Yeah, he looked even younger. Brother. But yeah, now he's a young man. 28, he even got a little facial hair. But wow. How did it get reactivated, people? How did what a childhood disease that most of us guess? I had the chicken pox. I mean, I was told that I had the chicken pox. I don't remember me actually having it. So I must have gotten it when I was maybe 3 years of age. Yeah, I must have been that young. I had like a little mark on my face where I must have been scratching it. Yeah, I don't remember actually having it, but I was told I had it. And I have a little mark on my face that, could have been where I scratched the little pox. Um, yeah, so why, when people get childhood diseases as adults, that's when it could really be dangerous. Like an adult who gets chicken pox, it could sterilize you. It's not good, for men who get it, it's dangerous. For little children like that, they get over it. But for an adult to get certain childhood diseases, it can be more dangerous. How and what activated this virus? He has a virus that, according to doctors, um, reactivated. So I'm going to say, I feel, in just my opinion, just an opinion, my opinion regarding this news is that something external to him activated it. And it would be interesting to find out if he had what I call the bug juice given him in his arm during these past year and a half, 2 year period when the people were being forced to get the jab in the arm. I call that the bug juice. And those things could activate it. Or maybe that bug juice actually had it in it. Hello? Hello? How could something get reactivated in you? See, that's how they work. See, they blame you. Oh, so it got reactivated. No, you gave it to him, in my opinion. And you might be targeting high, people, well-known people, well-known young people, because you want to make us afraid. You want us afraid because the society is based on popular culture. The celebrity, see, in Europe they have royal families. Well, in the U.S. we have celebrities. Celebrities is American royalty. You've heard that before. Celebrities in the United States of America is equivalent to Europeans' royalty. We look at them and we worship them and we watch their movies or buy their music or whatever. They're very popular. And what they set the tone for society. They persuade society. They persuade you. If they got a particular car, you're going to get that car. If they wear those type of shoes, you're going to get those shoes. You know what I'm saying? And so, Justin Bieber, he's going to influence, I would say, a lot of female. So what happens to him, these women, young women, going to listen and, oh, wow, what's happening to Bieber? And what he does, they going to do. So if he gets a particular jab, they are going to get it. So it's a means of control. The royalty of Europe is to control them. Wow. Yeah, please be very careful. We all of us. I speak to myself too. I live on the same planet as you guys. I have to be just as careful because I live in it. I live in this world too, this existence. We have to be careful. See that slowly but surely, more and more people are getting um, this pox. I don't think it's any probably. I mean, I'm not a virologist. I'm not a scientist. But how is it that? What is the common denominator of these people all of a sudden getting these pox? The monkeypox. Where did this thing come from? Who's the, um, it wasn't even in the U.S. You know, until about was that a week ago or so? You heard it was in Europe. Where else? Canada. These key places: Europe, Canada, and another location. And then you heard, oh, we think we have one up in upstate New York or something like that, or somewhere in the Northeast. One. Well, how the hell did it come over here? And how come? Okay, soon when you saw it popping up in Europe, shouldn't they have closed the what do you call it? Close the borders? Wouldn't they close? Do a lockdown? Say, oh, here we go again. Don't But remember when the prior administration here in the U.S. did that, he was called a racist. Oh, you're a racist. Remember that? You're a racist if you want to protect your people. Hey, people, maybe so and so should come into your house. Leave your door wide open and have so and so come in your house and give you the monkey. How would you feel about that, people? Oh, it's okay because there's such and such color. You sound like a damn fool. Doesn't that sound stupid? See that they use the race card because you are sensitive to that foolishness. Let somebody cough on your child. Oh, it's okay because they're the same race as I am. Wouldn't that be stupid? Yes, it would be stupid. You protect your family. You protect your household. And your nation is part of your household, people. But see, people here are taught that, oh, well, it's not really my household because I don't belong to a particular race. If you live here, this is your house. If you live here, this is your house. Sorry, my batteries are just signifying it's getting lower. Yeah, people, you better be careful. Yes, yeah. So I think what's actually happening that this is not by design. I mean, this is not by chance, but by design. This is by design, in my opinion. In my opinion, and they made sure when they were distributing the bug juice for you to partake, the Kool-Aid for you to partake in, that they made sure that they had certain components in it and that it was to be activated at a particular time. Or that I think with the 5G, that these things could activate, in just my opinion, I think some of these um, energies, last 5G, can activate components that are introduced to your body. Why do you think they wanted things to put things up your nose? Yes, I had the thing put up my nose once when I was in the hospital. It was during an emergency. They tricked me. They did. They did trick me. They said, "Oh, you got to get the thing." Oh, but I don't want that up my nose. Oh well, you have to get this done because so if you actually have an aneurysm, we have to operate right away. Blah 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 blah, blah. And we can't do the operation unless you take this is bullshit. It's bullshit. But see, I was alone. I had fallen asleep. I had an emergency. I thought it might have been a medical emergency. Get to the hospital. I was there for 12 hours. And during the 12 hours, I fell asleep. And when I awakened, it was like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, 9 o'clock at night. And I said, hey, I'm still here. When am I going to get home? What's going on? Oh, oh, you got to get, all this drama queen. The guy was a real drama queen to scare me. And I guess maybe I was still a little groggy. And my what do you call it? Thing, I forget that word when you really my analysis wasn't really fully awake yet. My reasoning wasn't fully awake yet. You know, uh, I should have asked, well, um, if what if I was unconscious and you need to operate? How are you going to, you're going to do the test? And what does doing the test have to do with an operation for a virus? If you're not breathing on the person, your breathing would be probably very shallow if you're unconscious, right? And the doctor's going to have their mask, so how they're going to be affected, right? And then they said, oh, the office will be closed. The lab tech closes at 11. People, labs in hospitals are open 24/7. Because what if someone gets injured in the middle of the night? Oh, we can't do any labs right now. Those labs supposed to be open 24/7. I had a friend that was a lab tech in the West Indies. They're there at all times, and they even sleep in in those rooms. And when an emergency comes in, someone needs a blood analysis or something, they have to get up and do the tests. They're machines that do it. Hello, people. I should have said, well, just wait in the morning. You know, they can. It's not mandatory to get some jabs, have someone shove up your nose, and they shoved far in my nose. It was very painful. I feel guilty that I fell for their trickery. But as time went on, I realized, oh shoot, they tricked me. Because I started thinking, I said, hey, wait a minute. That lab wouldn't be closed at 11. Someone always have to be there. And all the doctors left for the day. So they couldn't do any surgery because they said, oh, the doctors left and they come in the morning, around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock at night. Hello, people. I felt so stupid. But the universe saw what happened, what they did. And may the universe protect me and others who were tricked into getting the nasal thing. Because you have to spit test, right? Or they could just swab in your mouth, right? They're fucking animals. Yeah, so, yeah, I believe that certain things, point of entry might have been the probe up your nose, or the needle in your arm, and they put something in you that could be activated at a later time. Activated. And I think that's what's happening. And these poor people and some of these poor celebrities that might have been selected to become activated to scare you. To scare you. Oh, my favorite singer or my favorite actor or whatever. Whatever. To make you feel more vulnerable, to control you. When they fear you, they can control you better. So, but I say to you today, fear not. Fear not. And and I tell this to myself because becoming more oh, because becoming more aware of these multi-dimensionals that we may actually live in. This is not a real, this is only one life. We have many other dimensions that we may actually participate. So if we are to pass away here, we wake up somewhere else, people. We wake up somewhere else. We don't really die. This society tries to make you feel that this is it. No, this is not it. So if you have that in your mind, that we live in multiple worlds and we have multiple existence, uh, that we'll be aware in some other location. I believe that's what's happening. So don't be afraid. Learn. There should be something to teach us how to prepare for death. I mean, I'm not trying to sound maudlin, because it's an open. Even what's his name, Tyson. The boxer. What's his name? Something Tyson, the famous black boxer, heavyweight boxer. He talked about that. He said um, something like he's not afraid. Yeah, he's on a spiritual path now. He did an interview with Jones, Alex Jones, the truth seeker out there. Yes, he did an interview with them. They showed only partial part of the interview, but yeah, he's on this spiritual awareness thing. Yeah, he's in his 50s now. He's probably like 52 years old now. Yeah, and he's come a long way, and about pre- preparing for that transitioning. And he said he's not afraid of death. He's not afraid. And I think he's right. We shouldn't be afraid because it's really not real. I mean, we're here, but it's not all to it, people. And they don't want you to know that. They don't. Yeah, so I'm going to be going now. I hear the little birds tweeting again, and my battery is running low. But I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Give me a thumbs up and have a wonderful Sunday. Yeah, I got to get ready. I want to uh, throw my clothes on and enjoy the rest of my day, people. Yes, enjoy your day. Enjoy it. Um, you can share your comments below regarding the vision that I had this morning. And you can write your comments regarding the now Justin Bieber announcing he has this virus that paralyzed his face. So he has to postpone his concert until it gets better. It's going to take a couple of weeks. May he have a quick recovery. May he have a quick recovery. Yes. Peace on to you, Justin. Um, may you fully recover from your this virus on you. Okay. Thank you again, people. Yes, thank you for giving me the thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Take care until next time soon. Okay. Thank you again.